Oh man, I don't know if you can see that all down the side there, but it is a Wednesday, beautiful weather, and I think it's time for an adventure. Landlord approves of me storing the bike indoors. So we're gonna head out to Leeds and get an Overland trailer. It's got a whole kitchen set up, pop-up tent, hot water on board, power, solar panels. It'll be pretty cool. He reached out to me a couple weeks ago. We kind of chatted about him. Obviously I have the GFC, so I don't have too much of a use for it, but I figure I might as well take it out, try it out, see what it's all about, and get some cool photos and videos. How's it going?
Good, how's it going, man?
Doing good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
This is Indy Dog. Say hi, Indy Dog.
She's like, nope.
She's all about work. But yeah, so here it is. The prototype. So this is the one that I built by hand right here in this garage. And it took about a year. I did all the cutting and all the bending and all the welding, everything all by hand right in here. No brake, no laser. So it took a long time, and just kind of designed it as I went. And from that, now we're working on building the production models, which is what this is here. The first iteration that we're kind of slapping out, getting some of the kinks worked out. A few little changes in there, and then we're going to start pumping these out pretty quick.
Well, sweet. Well, walk me through this one here.
Okay, yes, let's start off right here. So it's flash heater, just runs off the propane, and the plumbing here. It's your little portable shower, just pops up, you hang the hose up in there.
Sweet.
Take a little shower. You got some storage for your towels and toiletries and what else you got in there. We're doing a little bit of reconfiguring on the new model. This is going to look a little bit different in the production models, but ultimately it'll be about the same.
Rad.
On top here you see we got a 30-watt dedicated solar panel, and this just goes towards tending the battery. It's not really enough to run much of anything other than when the trailer is sitting, not in use. It just keeps the battery from going dead.
Right.
We've got a fairly decent dedicated storage compartment. It's roughly about 18 cubic feet. So in here you can store, like you see, I've got our 200-watt portable panels, holes for the windows on the tent, and you know, whenever we go with my wife, she stuffs this thing full of blankets, pillows, and she brings a heated blanket with her. We run that off this thing. She just has this compartment absolutely full of all sorts of things. I've often joked that maybe we could like outfit it with a little vent and a dog could sleep in there.
There you go. That'd be cool.
It's a little warm. This is your water fill dish. So you just use a regular like RV filter, drop it in there, and it just gravity feeds.
Oh, sweet.
Comes with your 11-pound propane tank, mounted right here on the side. Again, this little custom mount. This took me a long time,
Dude, I bet.
to cut and work up. The first kind of one of these that I did, the propane tank was almost more permanently mounted, and I went to go refill the tank, and they wouldn't let me do it while it was mounted. I had to dismount it. So it just has a little compression latch, just pops off, and the tank comes out. You undo, you know, your quick disconnect, and the tank can just come right off, refill it, pop a new one in no time flat, you know. And that goes to power the hot water heater up front, like you were seeing. So first I'll show you, we got a refrigerator, Iceco 45 liter. This will go down to 0 degrees, and it'll keep your stuff nice and cool. It's 12 volt as well as Like you can run it off a 12 volt, or you can get an AC plug and stick it on there. It runs 12 volt currently though, because that's more efficient.
Right.
You don't want to drain your battery, run an inverter all night, and this will go for ages. It works really well with this battery system we've got. Next here we got the kitchen set up. Another thing that took a long time to kind of work out all the kinks. Counter space. You got a little bit of counter up here too. This is where we would put like our pots and pans. Just kind of pop this netting off. You get your cookware in there.
Sweet.
Stove.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's my thing right there.
Yeah, you do a lot of outdoor cooking, yeah?
Oh yeah.
That's what this
like
thing's
my
made
favorite
for.
thing to do.
Yeah. You got your sink, portable little sink here, so you can either drain it through the drain on the bottom, or if you don't want to puddle underneath where you're camping, pop the whole thing out, go dump it out elsewhere. And that turns on the water.
That's sweet.
We got 25 gallons of water on this thing stored underneath. I can kind of show you that when we get around the other side. With a fairly large tank underneath, keeps the thing nice and centered. Like 25 gallons should last you.
I mean, that's more than enough. That's like more than a week.
Yeah.
If you're not drinking it, you know.
Yeah, if you're showering, and yeah, we hardly use it for drinking. It's mostly cooking and whatnot. My wife says, I just fill it with the hose. I don't even use the filter.
Yeah.
But even still, the tank, it's all food grade, but it just, I don't know, it has that taste, you know.
Yeah.
It tastes like it was in a tank, you know. And so my wife doesn't like it.
It's kind of like that stale water taste. I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah. There's not much you can do about it. Just being stored in the tank, and it gets hot in there and whatnot. But
that makes sense.
It's safe to drink. It just, we usually bring our own, and yeah, it'll last you forever, even if you are drinking it. I mean, that's a lot of water. So this is the kitchen setup.
Got the trailer all towed over here. No sway at all. Literally couldn't even feel it behind me. Normally when I've towed trailers behind this that have some weight to them, I've always had to like throw it in the tow mode to keep the RPMs up. Didn't even have to do it on this one. It drove freaking fantastic. So anyways, we're here at Walmart now. We're gonna head inside and get some food for this trip. Burgers in here. All right, a little quick change of plans as far as location goes. Made a stop at my buddy's house just to pick up my Starlink real quick, so I made sure I had service in case anything was to happen. Anyways, he was just up on Smith's a couple hours ago, and he said both of the spots I was thinking of have trucks parked to them, so they're taken. So I figured what I'd do is I still want good views, want a good environment. I think the gray of the trailer is really gonna pop up in the trees. So I'm gonna head up to a different spot that's just above Leeds and try that place out. So we'll see how that goes. Never camped up there before. I also didn't realize that I was low on fuel, so I'm gonna be making a quick pit stop too. Gotta love all the things you forget.
Using your Adventure Club card to earn freebies and save money on every gallon.
I kind of had to jump out of the truck for this spot and get some photos. So on this trail, it cuts through. There's like somebody's property here on the sides. It's got cows and stuff, but it's got this epic view with the trees. So I parked right here, just right where the sunlight kind of comes down, hits the truck. I'm gonna get all the lights turned on, get some cool photos of it. just hopped out of the truck, made it to the camp spot for the night. Haven't set up yet, but got a fire pit right there. Super epic views. I've got this more open space over here. So I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna back the trailer in right there, disconnect it so I can get it all leveled out good. And then I'll just pull my truck in forward there so I can access everything in the back. But look at these freaking views over here. That's wild. Oh, it looks like there's more stuff down here. You could totally like hike down this and set up a tent down there, and that'd be a super cool spot too. I did also see when I was driving in that back up more towards the point, there's like a single track trail, so I'll probably hop on the bike and go right there. But for right now, let's get the trailer parked and all set up. The views, let me get you in there. Those views are incredible. Look at that, we got the mountains back here. This is freaking rad. Boom. Would there be a pro backer upper now? Boom. Another boom. The trailer's now all set up, kitchen's all pulled out. So this is rad. We got power back here, so with this all turned on, you can see the water. We got power outlets here. Then obviously if you want this turned on, we can hit this switch here. That turns on 12 volts of power, pretty good. I probably won't put the solar panels out right now because, you know, it's 7 o'clock and the sun is just buried behind the clouds. But yeah, we'll get the pit bike out and then, you know, do whatever I want. Watch this. She's gonna start in one kick. Well, I'll figure out wheelies eventually. Well, I think it's time to cook some dinner. So tonight, we're gonna be making my favorite meal, and that's some good old burgers. Turn the propane on. Not gonna lie, there's a gauge on the propane tank and it said it was empty, and I kind of got a little nervous because I didn't bring propane at all. But I'm just kind of dumb. I turned it on and it's like, oh, full, so I'm good to go. Ooh, we got fire. Throw them in the pan. You can't tell anybody that I told you this, but this right here, I can't, it'll focus. I can't say the name, so I call it W sauce. But this right here is what you put on the onions. It's like See that right there? Not too much sauce, but just perfect. So I'll just leave the onions on low. I just let it take it all in, you know? The W sauce, just... Cut them Johns open. Honestly, I don't know why we call them Johns, but we're gonna call them Johns. Dude, just like the raw meat, you know? These are big patties. They kind of take up the whole pan. I might have to cook these like one at a time. Traeger burger rub on the patties. And I'm just now realizing it, but I didn't bring any cheese either. Apparently I forgot a lot for this camping trip, but we're gonna make it work. I hope you can just smell how good this food is through the camera. Also, if you couldn't tell, I'm kind of a fatty when it comes to food while camping. And there's not just one, but there's 2 secret sauces. I don't know how well you can see that, but this is chipotle aioli. It says it's for French fries, but it's a lot better on burgers. Patties are stacked. Forgot the cheese, but it's still gonna be a good burger because we got the onions and the chipotle, you know? Little healthy serving of chipotle on there now. Don't judge me as I just ferociously eat this burger. Oh, it's slippery. Close-up of me just taking the most massive bite of my life. My hands are gonna be so messy after this. Holy crap. Through the camera to you, you know? Oh, I almost forgot to set up the fairy lights. I'm an overlander, I can't forget to do that. This is the top tier overland stuff right here, is the fairy lights. I can now officially say we're camping. Is just asking for every single bug to just come over here and party. Well, I think it is time to turn in for the night, and see you guys in the morning. Wow. Last night ended up being a lot colder than I thought it was going to be. I had one of the windows on the tent open like I always do, and it just had like the most chilly breeze rolling through, and I woke up this morning at like 3:30, 4 o'clock and was just shaking. So I didn't get much sleep after that, but it's like 7:15ish right now. I just climbed out of the tent. It's freaking rad over here with the sun. So before the sun gets up too high, I'm gonna get some cool photos real quick and then cook some breakfast. I'll hike down here and see what's up. Oh, also, that rock formation right there, dude, looks pretty wild. Ah, this is a cool spot. I don't know if you guys just heard that, but the birds in this canyon, like the echo, that's just like the most magical sound ever.
Oh. It's the best way to start off your day. There are so many birds out here, it's insane. It's like everywhere I look. All right, time to cook some breakfast. So I got sausage, eggs, and taters for breakfast today. Hi there. There's literally a bird sitting right here on this branch, like right next to my face. Hi. Bye. He's like looking right at me, chirping, and I was like, I promise I'll leave. Food is just so much better when you're not home and you're just by yourself in the middle of the desert. We eat like kings out here in the desert. There's none of that BS food, you know. Boom. And what better thing than setting up a chair with some of the most epic desert views and eating some breakfast. This right here is exactly why I do this. Well, with that said, let's go get camp cleaned up. The dust. And just like that, camp's all cleaned up. Tents all collapsed. Pretty much all cleaned up. I mean, I still gotta like pick up the chair and whatever, but you know, having this all in just like one little unit like this, So rad, literally a game changer for camping. It makes it easy. Like, just throw all your gear in here. Bike goes in the back of the truck. If you need to take the truck somewhere, you drop the trailer. Honestly, I dig it. And the tent on top was super cool. It's like a blackout tent or something. Up in there you can't see anything, there's no light, whereas like my GFC lets a bunch of light through, which obviously there's differences in tents and stuff, but you know, one of my observations. So I'm gonna finish wrapping up, get the trailer hooked up, and get on out of here. Boom. The bike literally has luxury parking, grass and closed. The truck's jealous. Well, sweet. Trailer's all collapsed, hooked up to the truck. We're all ready to go, so let's get on up out of here. I did not like the sounds of those trees on my paint. Oh man, I don't know if you can see that all down the side there, but the truck's a little bit of a wide girl, you know. Oh well, get it wrapped eventually or something. Made it down to pavement with the trailer. Truck got a little bit of scratching on it from the trees. That was kind of a little tighter than I expected, but the trailer performed amazingly. I was super impressed with how it worked out, and honestly my favorite part of it was the kitchen setup. Just being able to slide everything out, have the stove all built in, just game changer. And the trailer tracked really tight behind the truck, which I appreciated as well. I didn't have to like swing anything wide. I was able to take all my turns like I normally would. So if you guys like this video, be sure to drop a like. I would sure appreciate it. And if you're wanting to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe. We'll see you guys in the next one.